Hey guys, we're back. It's your boy Troy. Let's get it. So, today I'm going to show you guys... Sorry about that. That good? There we go. So, today I'm going to show you... there goes that. Today I'm going to show you guys... It's a mess in here. Today I'm going to show you guys this tank. And so, in this tank we have 3 generations of Placos. We have 2 generations of Coriolis. And that's about it for this tank. This is my main breeding tank. So, I'll flip it around to them, and you guys can check them out. I'll tell you guys a little bit about them, and maybe that'll be cool. Alright, we're here to the tank. So, in this tank, we have, that's the first generation of Placos. And we have our second right there. Let me get a better one. There. Not good. Can you guys see that pretty well? Right there. Sorry about the glare. Well, they're all around here. There's over 70 in this tank. And then, in here, we have Generation 3. Which has over 50, I think. So, with this, we also have some corridors. This, I got him a long time ago. Just somebody gave him to me. And so I keep him. I've never put anything with him, and he's done fine. I have 6 corridors, green names, and they have bred for me multiple times. I have raised the fry up out of their eggs, is what I did. And I put the babies back into this tank after maybe 3 weeks. So let me see if I can find one of those. There's one. They are really hard to spot. But there's one right there. Can you guys see that? A little focus. There's one. See if I can find the big one. There's one really big one here, guys. I'll see if I can show you that one. Not looking like I'll be able to find anymore. There's over 13 in here. And they're all just hiding. But they just like to swim up on all the glass. And they like it. So, I'll tell you guys about some of the things I do to breed them. The Placos, they breed really easy. Brisonos. Common Brisonos. I got a mix. I have, done the math, around 50%, or 25% are albinos. And another 75 are commons. They're both commons, as you can see, which I really do love. So, they are really nice. And I just breed them, and I let the male hatched eggs out, which he may kick out 1 or 2, but they're in there. But I don't care about that. And after that, I, take them to my own, and I put them in this thing, and I grow them up for another 2 weeks. Then I plop them back in this tank when they're about this size. There's some more big ones in here. But then they do fine in here, and I don't see anything bad. They eat, they grow. This is a 30 gallon, so it works for all these fish. I do weekly, regular water changes, and that works out for me. Whatever works out for you guys. If you guys have a 50 gallon, maybe you can do every 2 weeks. Me personally, I might be a little too, not enough. But you can see, this, I just did a water change, so they're acting in that schooling behavior. And that's what you see before they breed. So I'm assuming, tomorrow morning, I'm going to come check, and I'm going to show you guys some eggs, hopefully. If I don't come back with eggs, then they didn't breed. I've only had 2 successful spawns ever. The others have been non-successful. They've all been infertile. But these guys are about 1.5 years old. I got them a group of 8, and 2 of them have died. And, I'm not an expert, but I've bred Sterbies before. I have a good group of colony of Sterbies. I've bred pandas, I've bred albinos, I've bred, false Julii. And they all breed basically the same. The false Julii are a little bit harder, I've seen. The Sterbies, they were the easiest for me. I've heard that they can be pretty hard for some people. I just put them in the tank in the first few weeks they bred. They bred really young. I didn't get many eggs. I got maybe 12 eggs, I'm pretty sure. They were actually fertile. and I grew them up and I sold them. And I got a constant rate of maybe like, they would go up in like 2 or 3 each time to get their more eggs. And about every month they would breed, which is really slow for it actually. So that's the corridors. And a little about some triggers for the corridors is doing a big water change will help, because with slightly cooler water, mine is at 78 right now, my temperature, and I keep it at that. That's pretty high for some people, so for me, I do 72 degrees water changes, and that gets them pretty normally. And I just feed them. This isn't the best, because this is mainly for my play cow. And I don't even like these. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I'm gonna be truthful. They're not the best, because you break them up and they're still gonna float. Like, I'll show you. And these guys eat a ton, so it's fine. I just fed one of them. They like them though, so that's good. I do like the brand. It's an okay brand. But here, we'll just put one of those on and show you. You see, like, they just float. I have to like knock them down a little bit, and eventually they'll sink. But they just keep floating. It's way too high water, so sorry guys about that. There we go. Is it gonna go? It's not gonna go. And I just hit a baby prisoners. But it'll go down at like a minute of doing that, and it's already going down. That one. This one already looks like it's going down too. Nice. So they do love it. Nothing's feeding on it right now. I'll show you guys if they start feeding on it. Another trigger for them is to add flow into the tank. I don't have to do it. I don't do that because I have baby prisoners, and they would just get swept up. The males, the big male and female, would be fine, but the little babies would just be swept and pounded against the rocks. There's a really big one right there. If it'll focus. That's a really big one back there. But they all do fine without us, and they breed. There's some breeding behavior right there. I might even get some exes before I go to sleep. So they mess around with the tank. This is normally the male that does this. He's a little troublemaker, and he breathes pretty prolifically. You understand, right? I hope you understand. He breeds well. So now we'll talk about the Plecos, and I'm gonna turn it around to me for a second. Hey guys, so the Plecos, they I've not bred too much. I've not had too much experience. I've bred them a little bit, 2 spawns, and I'm working on a chart right now, guys, to get you guys a year worth of data on Plecos and how much they breed. Same with Coyotes. And in a year, I'll check back on you guys. It's 2 months in right now. I have 2 spawns, so I'm seeing they already breed around every month. If that'll give you something. That's my estimate of how much it'll be. So I should be getting another spawn in around 2 to 3 weeks, is what I assume. The thing is, they did just spawn. These guys are only 11 days old. These guys are only 11 days old, so they're already eating. So this is my breeder box, and it's just here, I'll show you. It's not really a brand you probably hear from a lot. I just got this on Amazon. Separation box. I don't use the separators. These guys take up all the room with how many there is in each batch. But it's like a Japanese brand. That shows you a good look at it right there. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but they work pretty good. So what I do is they give you this little like guard thing to like not let babies out, I guess, but that would be only for really, really big babies. And so for these, I have to use a little sponge. So I just put this little sponge in there, and they can't get out. I bring it out every once in a while, and it gives such a little bacteria in the water, so I just bring it in the water. I don't take that time to do anything else. And every 2 days, I come in and I siphon out all this, because it doesn't really get picked up. I will say one thing about this is the flow thing is not very good It does not give a very good fur. So, if that does anything to if you were to buy it, there's others that could be better. This one right here, I'll show you this really quickly. I just saw them. That's the big one, the big corridor, the big baby corridor. So I think that's pretty cool. And I just run. Sorry. Oh, how long has that been running like that? Oh, that's not good. I've been running the sponge filter in it. And I've already seen that the Plecos really like to go on the edges of it. That the Plecos really like to go in the crevices and edges a lot. But that's fine. And that's basically it for this tank. I don't have any live plants in it. There's no need on it, like, for these guys. I just keep rocks, wood. Driftwood is a big necessity, I think. I would not do this without driftwood. So, make sure you have some driftwood. And I think you guys are all good then. That is it on how to raise these two. And a little bit about them. See you guys. Tell me, guys, if you want to see anything else. Like, subscribe, and tell me what you guys want to see next. I know I already said that, but boom. But they work pretty well. I just feed them algae wafer, blanch zucchini. If you don't know how to blanch, just boil up some water, and then chuck your zucchini in there, and blanch it for maybe 6 minutes, 5 minutes, depending on what brand you get. I've had brands where I've had to blanch it for 3 minutes. I've had brands where I had to blanch it, or not brands, but types of zucchini, where I get it from. I've had places I had to blanch it for 8. So, it's all different with the zucchini, and sometimes I prefer it to be more blanched for the babies. I do that for them. And the older ones, they can tolerate the bigger one. Like, you'll see when I bring it out of this tank, they'll bite marks on it, and these, the male and female, mainly the female. The female really loves it. Okay, corridor. Corridor is actually really weird right there. That's mainly about that. And then I'll show you guys some of my breeder box and what I have in it and how I care for that.